I can't see when it's done. Oh, yeah.
He used to call the police when we played ball on the street.
Who is it?
Mr. Rosnov.
In the car.
And see, they built on because this was a driveway similar to that, just enough for a car and a half. And his property went right along here, but you could just barely get a car on the other side. And he put up a fence to make it difficult. And this was only a two-decker time.
Looks like it's. It looks like
And in
it's.
fact, I saw on Classmates, Anita Carmel.
He used to live here many years, 1930. So who lived on the upstairs and who lived down?
Which
We
floor?
lived on the second floor, and the Carmels lived on the first floor. And I just saw it in Classmates that Anita Carmel was listed.
Now, did you own the house?
No,
You all rented?
no, we paid $32 a month for rent.
And did the owners live in the house?
Huh?
Did the owners?
No.
Were the owners
And
Jewish?
when we told him, I don't know, when we told him we were moving out, he said, "Why don't you buy the house?" And I saw this house when the city was taking over properties. They were auctioning it off for $8,000.
Wow.
And there was another house in between there, a big house. That the Stanley Feinberg lived there, and the Bureaus. Bureaus, you might. She lived next to Grandma Goldie at the in Brookline.
1440?
At the Sovereign. Yeah, she lived in the next building, but we knew her from here.
Wow.
And then the next house, she lived there. It was a big house. It must be gone now. And there used to be a great magnolia tree at the end of the street that's not there. And the drugstore that was there, the Belson Drug was on the corner.
Yeah.
And his brother was a dentist, and who was our dentist for many, many years, had his office up there.
So you lived here from what year to what year?
Well, I was born in 1929, so we were here till 41.
So when did Goldie move in here?
They moved in here, they were here 18 years when they moved out, so they moved here 23.
Yeah. So just when my dad was born,
Yeah.
in 1923,
Yeah.
they moved here.
Move here from where? Where did they
From
move
Chelsea.
From Chelsea.
Yeah.
And that's where Irving Levitt lived there. And one summer we played Monopoly all summer on that porch.
Yeah. Wow.
And Bergman was right there. That was a big house also when we first got. Also on that corner there used to be a gas station. It wasn't a real gas station. It pumped gas, but didn't have an electric pump. And your father loved, I don't think he ever got paid, but he used to go spend hours up there pumping the gas by hand. And he loved that for some reason. So,
Good exercise.
yeah.
Well, that must be why Neil, when they lived in Belmont, used to watch the gas station the whole time.
Oh, yeah.
How about right next door, over here?
That was Hippie Rodberg lived on the first floor, and I don't know who lived on the second, but he was there. He only died a couple of years ago because I get the newspaper from this, which now is so many years that people are gone.
Yeah.
And then down at that Brown House, where your father's friend Calvin Steinberg lived on the second floor. His folks owned a lumber yard, and on the first floor owned a lady judge with her brother and husband lived on the first floor. And Brody was her last name. And
Where was Barbara Walters? That's in Rock Curry.
And Seymour Bergman died a number of years ago for a massive heart attack.
Now, why did you move from here?
To go move up. There was like a migration that used to go from Dorchester to Roxbury to Brookline, and that was the general migration. Just and
Migration as you did better economically?
right.
Yeah.
So you'd go from one to the other, and this is all these. Oh, Dolly Feinberg lived in the next house after that. And the people that moved in here after we moved out, I knew actually it was the girlfriend from Norfolk Street was her cousin, and they're at Ridgewood, not Newbridge.
Oh, really?
And it was interesting. And I always, when I left this street, there were no cars, so I remembered it as a
There wasn't a problem parking.
no, and I remember it as a broad thoroughfare, you know. And it's
Stickball?
oh, we played stickball. Ron Snob used to call them pops. And once the kids got real angry, and he had his car parked in the driveway here, so we found a broken scissors and put it up against his tire.
You didn't do that, buddy, did you?
So, well, I'll tell you the truth. I went and I took it away. I've got to say.
I can't see my dad doing that.
Well, that was his dad was. This was my gang.
Yeah.
And we got we're 5.5, 30 years. I mean, I was dealing with 10-year-olds, and he was dealing with 16-year-olds.
Yeah.
And there was a big house here. And like I said, I can't see it. There would be red things hanging out the window. And this is a big house. I remember this was the first electric train I saw with the kid that was a rich house.
Yeah.
The garage back there. And I remember there was a kitten there with the eye falling out, or something happened to the kitten.
Ooh.
Yeah, you can remember that stuff.
Yeah. Where was your school?
I'll show you that, Robert.
So you went from here and you'd walk to Hebrew school down,
Right.
How far
to the
away?
left,
Well, down
Okay.
Lucerne.
down
Huh?
Lucerne.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
But
then,
where was your public school?
up this way. I'll
Okay.
show you where that.
Yeah, you want to go see it?
Huh? Yeah.
Is that a drive or is that a walk?
No, it's a drive.
Okay.
And yeah, Steinberg. I remember Calby Steinberg was a nice guy. And your father.
so everybody was Jewish on the street?
Everybody. In fact, Ruthie Biro, she was one of the few who had a car. She had, I remember, a Ford car, and it had a flag on the antenna. And on Rosh Hashanah, she took the flag off so nobody would know she was driving on Rosh Hashanah. So,
All right, shall we pile back in?
let's get in the car.